Yo, you can kill the strongest boss in the game in just a few seconds. This is crazy. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Minecraft Dungeons video. In this video, I'm going to be showing off the strongest weapon in the game that you just saw me use to absolutely destroy the Mushroom Monstrosity in just a few seconds. Not only is this weapon incredibly overpowered, but it's also one of the easiest items to farm for in the game. This item is the unique fist weapon known as the Fighter's Bindings. While it doesn't boast of very high damage, it more than makes up for it with its insanely high attack speed. Now, as I mentioned, this item is actually super easy to farm for. Luckily, fist weapons can be found inside of Soggy Cave. If you're unfamiliar with Soggy Cave, as well as what makes it one of, if not the best missions to farm on, I'll leave a link down below in the description to my previous videos on how to unlock Soggy Cave, as well as what makes it such a great farm. Now, while this weapon is pretty strong on its own, let's talk about the build you'll be using to bring out its max potential. So starting off with enchantments, the only one you absolutely need is critical hit. You're attacking so fast that you're critting anywhere from 1 to 5 times per second, which is absolutely ridiculous. For the second and third enchantments, I recommend using Sharpness or Committed to increase overall damage, Radiance to increase survivability through healing, or Swirling to add some AoE damage to help out with things like farming. I personally use Critical Hit, Sharpness, and Committed to bring my damage output as high as I possibly can. The reason I solely focus on damage is because while this weapon is by far the best weapon for fighting bosses and single target DPS, it is not the most efficient weapon when it comes to farming large groups of mobs. Hence why I recommend using damage increasing enchantments over the others. And don't worry, I'll be making a video very soon on the best weapon for farming mobs. Anyways, let's move on to armor. The armor you'll want to use is the Mercenary Armor, or its unique version, known as the Renegade Armor. These armors increase your damage by 20%, and the unique version gives an additional 25% attack speed. While both these armors are already great, you want to make sure you get the Cowardice enchantment on your armor to increase your damage by another 40% while at full health. Now, don't worry too much about the full health part. You'll be killing bosses so fast while they spawn in that they won't even have a chance to really hit you. Now, if you're interested in getting yourself a pair of either one of these armors, I recommend farming for them in either Fiery Forge or inside of Archhaven. And of course, guys, we can't finish off a build without using the best artifacts in the game, the Deathcap Mushroom and the Gong of Weakening. If you're unfamiliar with these two artifacts, let me quickly explain. The Deathcap Mushroom doubles your attack speed as well as gives a slight increase in movement speed. As for the Gong of Weakening, the artifact triples your weapon's damage. For example, if I take this flail right here, and I swing at the dummy target, I'll be doing 2,075 damage. But once I pop the Gong of Weakening, I'll be doing exactly triple that, and I'll be doing 6,224. So by combining the two artifacts, you're just doing an insanely high amount of damage compared to what you were before. Just look at the sheer difference of not using any of the artifacts compared to using both of them. And that's using a basic garbage weapon like the flail. So now with all 4 of these items equipped, your damage is going to be looking a little bit like this. I don't think I really need to say anything, guys, just look at the numbers speak for themselves. Alright, now that we've got our build all sorted out, I think it's time we paid a visit to some bosses. Starting with our favorite punching bag, of course, the Mushroom Monstrosity. You know guys, I really never get tired of beating this boss to an absolute pulp. But I don't think I'm satisfied with just Mushroom Monstrosity. I think we're gonna have to move on to somebody else. I think it's been a while since I've actually visited the Nameless one inside of Desert Temple, so let's go ahead and pay him a visit. Now honestly guys, I really don't feel like the Nameless one's gonna stand more than like 4 seconds, but hey, you know what? At least we'll give him a try. Oh look, he actually managed to hit me away. But he stands no chance regardless. But hey, at least I got probably the best looking armor in the game for coming over here. Anyways guys, that is gonna wrap up this video. This weapon is by far the best when it comes to absolutely melting bosses. Anyways guys, if you did enjoy this video, be sure to subscribe for more, leave a like, comment down below what you thought of this video, and as always guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Later!